Yuki and this is Feed. I'm here at Te Awanga with Kim Davis, wine wrangler for Rod McDonald Wines. Cheers.
Cheers.
So can you tell me how you've
You have
been
to drink
here
when you cheers.
Oh, sorry. Can't take me anywhere. So can you tell me what do you do here on a daily basis?
Herd cats. So I'm the cellar door manager, which kind of means promoting Rod McDonald Wines, telling the stories, and probably explaining why there's so many different labels falling under one company.
Yeah, does that confuse people?
Every time. I just talk about the evolution of his own brand and his own company and how that doesn't just happen overnight. You don't have multiple vintages at once. So a lot of it is telling the stories of kind of where he's come from, what his goal was, and how he has built his portfolio to where it is today, which has been a slower evolution. I love the fact that they've kept the building genuine and down to earth, because a lot of people will come in and they'll see that I've got tape holding up the t-shirts, or that our signs are handwritten on cardboard and taped to the wall.
Love that.
And I love that they kind of have this initial impression. It's quirky and cool, but really kind of just basic. And then they drink these beautiful wines, and then it kind of exceeds their expectations. It's a really cool thing to have someone walk in and then leave, enjoying something more than they thought they were.
Yeah, like the whole under promising, over delivering sort of thing.
Yeah. Low expectation, really good shit.
I think wine is missing that sort of approachability. I feel like a lot of people are intimidated by wine because they think like, oh, I don't know what wines are good, or I don't know, like, I smell this and I smell grapes and,
Or I don't know what I smell.
But it's like, it's subjective or
it
objective, or whichever
totally
one of those
subjective.
words is what it is, and
it's all what you like and what you don't like, and there's a huge variety. So I think if you like it, you like it. I have beer on the list. I have soda. So if you don't like wine, just have a beer. Who cares?
It's a good selling point.
Yeah.
So you can come out here and have anything.
You can have a beer. You can have cider. If you don't like wine, that's cool.
Yeah.
Have a beer. I just don't think we should take it too seriously. It is. It's a beautiful product. It's a beautiful industry that I love supporting, but it doesn't need to be stuffy or have expectations.
That was so well put.
Thanks. I'm very, very new to the wine industry. I've only been in the wine industry since October, since I started working for Rod. So I've come from managing restaurants. So Smith's Eatery in Ahuriri and Deliciosas Tapas and Wine in Havelock North. Once we decided to move to New Zealand, we decided we wanted to live in Hawke's Bay first for the lifestyle, and then we thought we'll just move here and then figure out jobs, whatever we could do. We just picked the lifestyle, and then the rest of it we'd sort out. So before I moved, I thought about what I wanted to do or what I wanted to learn. So I actually went to cooking school for a whole year before I came here, thinking that I wanted to be a chef.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. I definitely needed all the help I could get in the kitchen, and it's definitely been a benefit to the family. But
so why didn't you follow through with that?
Well, I started working in the kitchens when I started here. I worked at Madison's Cafe.
Oh yeah.
And it just wasn't for me. It just wasn't what I had envisioned, and it wasn't. I'm not made for it. I don't have the skill level that you kind of just need, that creative. I love to eat.
Yeah.
So I'm much better on the other end of the counter.
Do you find that, did your cooking education help you as a manager when maybe, I don't know, chef's not doing something quite right and you have to tell them what to do, and they're probably thinking, oh, this bitch, like, what does she know? And you can say, well, actually, have you ever had to do that? Or has it ever come up?
Yeah, definitely. Because part of the schooling that I did, because I got a degree, and part of it was menu management, purchasing, ordering, stock management. It was all those kind of bits and pieces as well.
Businessy kind of
Businessy sides of it, and in addition to the cooking and the safety and presentation and all those bits and pieces. So it did come in handy of actually, no, I understand the importance of the plating and this and that, and they need this and they don't need that. And so it did come in handy. I started working for Sarah at Deliciosa, and it kind of put the leap back. I think I realized by then that I really did love food. Yeah. And I wanted to be involved in it. I was much better suited out front than in the kitchen.
Oh, so was Delicioso your first front of house job?
Yep.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ah, amazing.
Yeah. And that's where she ruined me for wine.
How do you mean?
Because she was the first time that I had, discovered all these great wines, and then had to go to the store and look for the ones that I knew I liked, and all of a sudden they were way up there, and I couldn't afford them.
Oh.
So she ruined me. It's champagne taste on beer wages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's to blame.
Well, I talked to Sarah a little bit.
You did?
Before now. So, can you tell me why you might have been called a shit magnet?
Because really random things happened to me. Because that was my first kind of front of house job, I would call her and text her and be like, what do I do when a woman is pretending to collect money for a fake charity to pay for her wine bill? And she would respond with, I don't fucking have an idea of what you're talking about because that shit never happens to me. And then one time, this group of people were at the restaurant at about 6 o'clock at night, so it wasn't even very late. They dared the person with them, one of the guys with them, to go into the bathroom, strip down, set himself up with the hand soap in the bathroom, the toilet, and then come back out. And then he proceeded to try to harass these women that were in an opposite table in the corner.
Oh, so not even his own group?
Not even his own group.
Oh,
so he comes out in his boxer shorts, otherwise completely naked, in the restaurant, covered in soap, and tries to manhandle this woman. So all I could think of doing was putting myself between him and the customer. And so then I was covered in soap and trying to block his manhandling. And then all I could think of doing was dragging him out front, which hindsight, I drove him out in front of the restaurant by the street. So everyone driving by see me talking to this guy that is in his underwear with covered in soap.
Was he drunk?
He was really drunk, yeah. Yeah. So it was pretty interesting. Got his clothes. I let him steal pairs of glasses. You have those random reading glasses that people leave behind. He wanted 4 pairs. I just let him take them, and then he just went off. So things like that happen to me. Weird things happen to me, and she swears that I'm a shit magnet, and that it doesn't happen to real people.
I feel like because the drinking laws have got stricter and stricter and stricter.
There's not as many
I feel
stories.
like exactly. I don't have any good stories like that.
Yeah. I had a guy though when we had one of our music Sunday sessions here, and we had a beer tap at the end, and it was a full on beer, like a keg fridge.
Oh yeah.
With the handle, with the beer tray, with the cups. And he came in, put his hand under it, pulled the handle to wash his hands.
Oh.
And we all kind of stood there, we're staring at him. What are you doing? He goes, oh, I thought I could wash my hands. And so then Ollie looked at me and said, shit magnet. Yeah, it's your fault.
What is the puppy? What's getting some of the puppy?
No, I can't show you the puppy. The puppy is...
Can you demonstrate the puppy on our cameraman?
I can. It would shake the camera though. The puppy basically is a way to harass someone. Yeah. You cuddle them, but only a certain part of your body moves, as if you were a puppy. And generally, it's best done on people who really don't want to be puppied. So that's generally the most effective thing. Highly inappropriate, but maybe I might or might not have possibly not have done it to my staff while they're working. That's the puppy.
And I've also been told that you're good at your mamas.
But I love your mamas. And I always tell people no mama's sacred. However, I think once I meet someone's mama, then it's hard for me to talk about them. Usually the yo mamas go through really well. The only person who hates the yo mamas coming from me is my son. He thinks it's highly inappropriate that I tell him yo mama jokes because I'm the mama. Because it's not cool. You're my mama. I do love your mama jokes.
Do you do any exercise?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
What?
Love running and I love yoga.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Try to drag my ass to the CrossFit gym when I want to be tortured. Love to hike. It's pretty much the most of it, really. But yeah, I love exercise. Love spinning classes.
Oh, wow.
I love sports. I love being outdoors and being really active.
Oh, I wouldn't have picked you for a sporty type.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. It's good. It's good. It helps balance out the drinking.
Do you find that, I mean, I don't exercise, but I find that when I do, I immediately start feeling better about myself in the sense that, maybe I'll be doing some crunches and it's like, hey, you don't look that bad. You don't need to do this much exercise. Like, just chill out.
Exactly.
Have a beer. It's
Exactly.
fine.
You've earned it. Yeah. That's usually what it is. I've just done that. How are we going to celebrate?
Yeah. I did a wine course like quite a long time ago, and the person taking the course told us that slurping in America is called power tasting. Is that true?
I have no idea. Power tasting.
Yeah.
Sounds stupid.
I think it's like the one thing I remember from that.
But
course.
you remember the possibly fictional wine tasting term from your course. Fantastic.
Just goes to show that education is not everything.
Exactly.